Hi, everyone. Welcome to this 30-minute practice with me, Austin, and Jess. We're going to be going through a fundamental flow for all types of levels and nothing that you have to know going into it. Really, just we're going to create it together. I don't have a plan. Jess is going to be practicing, so you'll see all of the moves, all the postures, and just follow along and do your best. You ready? All right, child's pose. Just drop in here. Feel your body. Feel your fingers on your mat. And shift your weight back into your heels so there's some activation there. Just take 2 full breaths to really let go and really land in the space. And whatever you brought with you to your mat today is perfect. Allow it to be as it is. We'll move some energy together. Come onto your hands and knees for tabletop. And when you create tabletop, just make sure your hips are stacked over your knees like Jess has, shoulders stacked over wrists. And stretch your 10 fingers across your mat. We'll start with the hands. Press into all 10 of your knuckles. So good. Thumb, index, middle finger. Rest your eyes right between your 2 hands. Soften your shoulders a bit. Good. Take a full breath in. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. So in down dog, you want to create an upside down V with your hips being the highest point. And look between your feet. So you'll look at one point, what's called drishti. Drishti means gaze or vision, seeing a point. So I was saying that a lot through this practice. So set your gaze, your drishti, between your 2 feet. And then add in your breath. So breathe deeply in and out through your nose. Just feel your body here. Hands and feet connected to the mat. If you'd like to move side to side, you can. It shows a quality of malleability. About 5 more counts here. Nothing really to do. Just land in it. Be here. Let your head hang loose. And relax any tension in your jaw. And then you'll bring your feet together to touch. And lift your right leg high above you to the ceiling, the sky, wherever you are. Bend your upper knee, stack your upper hip on top of your lower hip. So you're in a 3-legged dog. And then just lift your lower heel up higher to the sky. Good. So you're on your tippy toe in the 3-legged dog. Take a full breath in. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. And switch your legs. Lift your left leg up. Bend your upper knee. And then take your upper leg over to the right. Be mindful of your left shoulder here. Drop your left shoulder to the mat. Good. So your chest, your shoulders are squared to the floor. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Look forward to your hands and walk to the front of your mat. For our next pose, ragdoll. Keep your feet hip width distance. Grab for your opposite elbows. Give yourself a deep bend here this morning. Yeah. And then hang loose. Take your torso side to side. Move your head side to side. As you do that, ground into both of your feet. So that's your connection to Mother Earth, your connection to the mat. Drop your hands to the floor. Nice and slow, walk your feet together to touch. Catch your hips with your hands. Roll up to standing. Reach your arms above you, extended mountain. Now with extended mountain, look up, and if you can, start to go up and back. As you go up and back, lift the front of your pelvis up. Good, right? Tuck your tailbone beneath you. Breathe in, go up even higher. And then Tadasana, standing at attention, arms alongside of you. Bring your hands together to a prayer at your heart center. Take 1 Om. Deep breath in. Reach your arms above you, extended mountain. Forward fold, bow. Lift halfway up. you can keep your hands on the floor like Jess has, or you can take them to your shins or your thighs. And you'll step back to a high plank on top of a push-up. And pause here. Work the muscles in your legs. So pull your quadricep muscles into the thigh bones. Engage your core. Pull the pit of your belly in and up to your spine. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, come forward and lower halfway towards the floor, or we call chaturanga or low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And set your eyes back to your feet. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. One more time. Deep breath in. Empty out all the way. Look forward to your hands. Walk your feet to your hands. Halfway lift, flat back. Forward fold. Extended mountain, rise up. Look up as you come up. Forward fold, bow. Halfway lift. Step back, high to low plank. Up dog, chest through, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Take 3 breaths here. But let every breath move through you and let it soften you and get you connected right here. Breathe in. Breathe out. This time, lift your heels up to the ceiling. Bend your knees, look forward. Jump to your hands. Halfway up. Forward fold. Chair. Bend your knees. So in chair, you can either keep the feet together or hip width, the feet together is uncomfortable. And just as the name implies, you're going to take your seat. So take your butt down closer to the floor, and then your arms above you, high to the ceiling, to the sky. The lowest ribs in, Jess. Good. And don't forget to breathe. Right? All we have to do is breathe and hold the pose. Relax with it. Have fun with it. Take a breath in. Forward fold, bow. Sweet chair. Halfway lift. Chaturanga, low push-up. Flow. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior 1. Step your right foot to your right hand. Take your back heel to the mat. Stand up. Start with your feet. Ground down the 4 corners of both feet as your foundation, your roots to the floor. Then work up from the feet into the legs. Lift the front of your pelvis up to the ceiling. And then out through your 2 hands. Take a full breath and look up, stretch up. Chaturanga, low plank. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward, warrior 1. And come up. Let's soften your shoulders. And you're creating good space from your hands to your feet, from your feet up through your hands. Deep breathing. Really good, Jess. One more time. Breathe in, look up, stretch up. Chaturanga, hands to the floor, low push-up. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Good. Set your eyes back between your 2 feet. You're recommitting your vows for drishti. Every pose, set your eyes to one point, breathe as deep as you can. All you have to do. Empty out. Look forward, walk, or jump. Halfway lift. Bow forward. Chair. 1 breath this time. Good. Fold forward, bow. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Step or jump back. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward, warrior 1. Huge breath in as you rise up. Chaturanga, low push-up. Up dog in. Downward facing dog out. Left foot forward, warrior 1. Rise up. Chaturanga, go low. Up dog. Down dog. Bring your feet together to touch. From here, lift your right leg up to the sky. Bend your upper knee. Stack your upper hip over your lower hip. And this morning, stay. But be active. Lift both shoulder blades up to the sky. So hollow out your armpits. Lift your upper knee 1 inch higher above you. Downward facing dog. Switch your legs. Lift your left leg up. Bend your upper knee, take your upper leg over. Stay and play with the pose. Press down into both hands. But firm up all the muscles in your body. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, crescent lunge. So crescent lunge, different than warrior. Notice how Jess's back heel is up. So keep the back heel engaged, lift it up to the ceiling. Bring your hands together to a prayer at your heart center. And then twist to the right. And straighten out your arms. Strap your left hand to the floor, right arm above you. Keep your eyes on your upper thumb. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Warrior 2. Come up and around. Reestablish your feet. Look forward. Good. That's it, Jess. Take a full breath in. Extended side angle. So you have the option. You take the right hand to the inside of your right foot, or you can take your right arm to your quadricep. Keep your left arm straight up above you. 2 cycles of breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take a full breath in, look up. Look down, chaturanga, low plank. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward, crescent lunge. Rise and come up. Get steady in the foundation, front foot, back foot. Engage your back leg. Bring your hands together to a prayer. Twist to the left. Straighten your arms. Right hand down, left hand up. Now to work the twist, pull your back quadricep up and in towards your body. As you breathe in, lengthen through your spine forward. And on your out breath, twist your chest up to the ceiling. Do that one more time. Breathe in. Breathe out, open and twist, twist, twist. Warrior 2, come up and around. Let's settle in it. Take your left knee out towards your left pinky toe. Breathe in. Extended side angle. Good, really good. Creating space front to back, upwards, downwards, left side to the right side. As you breathe in, reach the crown of your head forward. On your out breaths, twist your chest up above you. 2 more times. Breathe in. Breathe out, twist. Last time, as much area in as you can. And release chaturanga, hands to the floor. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Open your mouth, breathe out. Ha. This time in through your nose. Out through your nose. Look forward. Walk or jump to your hands. Halfway up. Bow forward. Extended mountain. Eagle. Bend your knees. Take your right leg over. Right arm. This is Jess's favorite pose, everyone. Right arm underneath your left arm. Good. Bring softness to it. Even if you don't like it, there's a lot of yoga poses I don't like, but we do them anyway, right? With love, with care. Know that they're good for us. Okay, breathe in. Stay for your out breath. Drop your hips closer to the mat. And extended mountain. Sweep up. Eagle, left side. Steady. Find some poise, some balance in the pose. Also have some malleability. Be soft, dance with it. That was my knee. That was my knee. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Drop your hips 2 inches closer. Sweep up. Extended mountain. Take tree here. Balance on your left leg. Sole of your right foot up. Now, if you can't do sole of the right foot to the inner quad, like just as you could take it to your shin or your calf muscle. Yeah, just like that. Keep your hands together at a prayer. Lift your elbows up to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Take your arms above you. Good. Last time, inhale, look up. Bring your hands back to a prayer. Switch, tree, left side, balance on the right leg. Create your standing foot with intention. Stretch the toes out. Press down into the center of your standing heel. Drop your left hip a bit down towards the floor, Jess. Good. Good. Breathe out. Breathe in, reach your arms above you. Exhale. Lift your collarbones up, look up, stretch up. Hands together to your heart center. Upper foot to the mat. Good. Take chair. Utkatasana. Forward fold bow. And keep moving forward in our flow. Halfway up. Chaturanga, step or jump back. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Triangle. So step your right foot forward. And then straighten the front leg. If you have a block at home, block is a great tool to use. If not, you could use your shin with your right hand, as Jess is doing. And then extend straight up to the ceiling through your upper hand, so your left hand. Ground into both of your feet. As you breathe in, lengthen your spine forward. As you breathe out, lift your chest up to the sky and twist. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, open and twist. And stand all the way up. Face to the left side of your mat. So you'll pigeon toe your toes in. Bow over your legs, side facing, wide-legged, forward fold. Walk your hands through your legs. That's it. So it's an active pose. Now, at default, what happens here a lot of times is people just tend to sit. They're like, okay, I'm in the fold, I'm done. Please don't do that. Be active. Like Jess is doing. She's pulling her chest towards her thighs, also lifting her sitting bones above her to the ceiling. So it's a very active pose, very active stretch. And you'll add in breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Go as deep as you can. And then you'll lift halfway up. Walk your hands in front of you. Pyramid. Turn your front foot forward. Hop your back foot in 2 or 3 inches and frame your front foot with your 2 hands. Bend your front knee as much as you need to. And then set your drishti, your eyes, to your back big toe. Then lift halfway up to a flat back. Twisting triangle. Left hand, if you use a block. Left hand down to the floor, the block. You can even use your shins sometimes. Then right hand straight above you to the ceiling. Now lengthen front to back. Shoot your tailbone behind you towards the back of your mat. Lengthen your sternum, collarbones forward. Good. And then twist your chest up to the ceiling. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Huge breath in. Chaturanga, low plank. Good, Jess. And then flow. Up dog, pause. Open your chest, look up. Downward facing dog, look back. Triangle, step your left foot forward. Be intentional in creating the physical foundation of your pose. Start with your feet. Stretch your toes across your mat. Then up from the feet. Pull both thigh bones in towards one another. And then from there, you express and radiate out through your upper body. Take a breath in. Twist on the out breath. Stand all the way up. Face to the right side of your mat. Interlace your hands behind your back here. Now press into your feet. Breathe in, look up. Keep the hands bound. Bow over your legs. Side facing, wide-legged, forward fold. Keep the principles. Active creation of the pose. Press into both of your feet. Pull all your muscles into your midline and express out. Muscular expression or expansion, muscular expansion. Stand all the way up. Keep your hands bound. Turn your front foot forward. Hop your back foot in. Good. Pause. Breathe in, look up. Bow forward over your legs. Now with the interlace, actively reach your hands or take your hands over your head. It's a huge opener for the shoulders, the chest, and great to teach an integration on the muscles in the back. So squeeze the muscles on your back together. Good. And then drop your hands to the floor. Lift halfway up. Twisting triangle. Right hand stays down. Left hand, lift it way up, way up. Create expansion, extension. Then add in breath. Lengthen forward on your in-breath. Open and twist on your out-breath. Do that again. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Massive breath in. Chaturanga. Release and flow. Plant your hands. Enjoy the ride. Up dog. Downward facing dog. It's like a roller coaster, all the ups and downs, the ebbs and the flows, right? The flow, like life, the good, the bad, all of it, all of it. Come forward to a high plank. We'll hold here, even though you're sore today, Jess, and you may be sore watching at home for 10 counts. Now soften, right? Good. Be soft, soften like air. Keep the firmness, the stira, the strength in the legs and your core. So we get the six pack. 5, 4, press into your knuckles. 3, 2, okay, come all the way down. 1, turn your head to the, where's where you're going? That's to the left? Yeah, to the left. And take the pause here. Relax every muscle in your body. And just let go. Turn your head to the right. Nothing to do right now. Just rest and breathe. Take your forehead to center. Our next pose, locust. Now palms face flat. On your breath in, lift up. I work the pose as lift the shoulders up, and then notice that sometimes the feet come down. Then lift the feet up, and then it's like a seesaw. Lift the shoulders, the feet up. Keep dancing with that. 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower all the way down. Take a breath in. Full breath out. Bend your knees. Grab for your shins, your ankles, or your feet. Now, before you come up, keep your knees hip-width distance. It's more of a energetic contraction, but pull your thigh bones towards one another to center, but keep the knees hip-width. And then kick your shins up and back behind you to lift up. Right, the chest will follow. Chin tucked in a bit, Jess. So lengthen, good through the back of your neck. Set your drishti forward. 5 counts. Keep driving through the shin bones. 4, 3, heels up. 2, beautiful. Come down. 1, windshield wipe your legs side to side. Upward facing dog. Hands by your chest. Peel yourself up. Downward facing dog. Walk your feet through your hands. Come onto your back. Set up for bridge. Good, and lift up. So pelvis up to the ceiling. And like how Jess has the interlace. So you'll interlace your hands beneath your lower back and walk your shoulder blades in towards one another. So you continue to keep walking them in. Expand through the chest. Now shift your weight into your left foot. Lift your right foot up to the ceiling. And then take your upper foot to the mat. Take your left foot up. Upper foot to the mat and bridge. And you'll stay here or option for wheel. So if you're staying, you'll stay, but Jess, you'll show wheel. So she's going to take her hands by her ears, and then she's going to press down and lift up. So really powerful pose wheel. Press down into your hands and your feet. Root into your foundations. Set your eyes to one point. Hold and breathe. Let the asana, the pose, work on you. 5, 4, 3, 2, breathe in. Lower all the way down. Breathe out. Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. Take your left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly. Close your eyes. Take 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Happy baby. Open your eyes. Grab for your pinky toe edges. And the fundamentals of each pose, breath, hands, feet, and core. So be aware of your hands and your feet. Engage your core. And drishti. Look to one point. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let go of your feet. Hug your knees in towards your chest. It's like a cannonball, yoga cannonball. Then rock and roll up and down the length of your mat 3 times. 3 more times. 1, so it'll be a total of 4. 2, on your third one, sit up in boat pose, Navasana. Lift your legs up. So Jess has her legs straight. You can keep the legs straight or bend your knees a little bit. Just show the bend in the knees. Good. And then thoracic spine, mid-spine into the chest. Open through your upper back. Arms parallel to the floor. Don't let them sag so much. 5 more counts. Engage your core. 4, press down into your sitting bones. 3, 2, rock and roll. Cross your ankles. Downward facing dog. Reset your foundations. Hands, feet. Get grounded. Breathe in. Breathe out. Half pigeon, right side. Straighten your arms in front of you as far as you can. And you just let go here. Whatever you're experiencing, emotional state, mental state, if it's still here, maybe it shifted. It's all a part of the practice. Nothing to do right here in half pigeon. But breathe, be aware of your body, be aware of your breath. Allow things to move and shift. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Downward facing dog. Half pigeon, left leg forward. Be intentional, creating the pose from your feet up through your legs. It's like a meditation. Well, every pose is like a meditation. And hip openers, even more though, because there's more of the stillness quality to it. We don't really move as much. And it could be difficult sometimes, and I get that. And just take your seat amidst it all. You on your mat, and let everything else fall away. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Nice and slow. Sit up. Seated single leg extension. Swing your back leg around. It's like tree in the legs. Take the sole of the left foot to your inner quadricep. Take your arms up. Look up. Grab for your right foot. Seated single leg extension. Sit up. Switch your legs. Left leg out. Right knee bent. Grab for the left foot. Just let the yoga do its thing. Sit up. Take both legs out. Seated forward fold. Bow forward. It's the gift of unrolling your mat. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Every day we practice, or as often as possible, we practice, you practicing, tending to not only your physical health, your mental health, spiritual health, emotional health. You'll leave this practice a different person for you and every other person that you come in contact with today. Nice and slow. Sit up. Take your hands behind you, reverse tabletop or reverse plank. So you could bend your knees. Keep the knees bent. Yeah, keep the knees bent. Lift up through the pelvis. Good. I like how Jess is dropping her head back, so her throat muscle is way open. Just let your head hang loose. No tension. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth. Just breathe out. And lower all the way down to the floor. And you'll take Supta Baddha Konasana. Left hand to your heart. Right hand to your belly. And especially with how Jess has the left hand over the heart, what we call, what it is called healing hands in the mental health industry. You close your eyes. And they're called healing hands because when you take your hand over your heart and your hand over your belly, there's the interaction on a physiological level. Soothes your nervous system. The neurons fire. It almost communicates to yourself, hey, I'm okay. Right? And to the truth, hey, we're okay. We have our breath. We have this moment. That's all we need. We have each other. You can stay here, or if you'd like Shavasana. And just let it all go. Let your breath go back to natural. Relax every muscle, every bone in your body. Deep, deep rest. And bring your attention back into your body. Start with your hands and your feet. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Take your head gently side to side. Keep your eyes closed and come to a fetal posture on your right side. Use your right arm as a pillow. Acknowledge yourself for your practice this morning, however it showed up, all the things that happened, all the things that didn't happen. Really a contribution for yourself. And press yourself up to an easy cross-legged seat, eyes still closed. Bring your hands together to a prayer right over your heart center. One Om to close. Breathe in. Bring your hands to your forehead. And bowing to each other, we say, Namaste. Namaste. Good work. Good work, Jess. Good work, you guys practicing at home. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.